Everything tonight's very easy, but it looks very elegant. It's very nice. Just, you know, if you just have your family maybe out of town, and you want to fix something a little special, but not too much time in the kitchen because you want to spend time with them, all these are really great things. Now, this one the base of what we're doing with the Mediterranean bites are going to be your crescent rolls. I really love to use these too. I have some really great recipes. You all probably do too with the crescent rolls. So when they come out of the package, they're in a triangle like this. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut this triangle in half because you can actually make 2 of the Mediterranean bites out of 1 triangle. So you get 8 triangles, 16 appetizers. So we'll cut that in half. You've got one that's pretty even. So I usually just pull this one out. Now, what we're going to lay down next on our triangle is some basil, and we also carry that in the store. You can get large packages like this if you're having a party and you want to make a lot of these, or you can get a small one. So I've used the small package tonight because, I mean, you all are a pretty good sized party, but, you know, we're not doing like 5 appetizers a person. So if you're going to do a lot per person, then no, I didn't make enough for that yet. So lay your triangle down, and also we're using prosciutto. Is everyone familiar with what prosciutto is? It's a dried ham. It's Italian. So I love a lot of the dried Italian meats. And charcuterie, I think is what the gentleman is called that does that, but I'm not sure. That may not be right. Don't put that on the website. So I have taken this, and it comes in strips. So you can see it's just like a deli meat. It's Italian deli meat. And I've cut it into strips. So you're just going to use 1 strip. They're very thin, but they pack a big punch with the flavor. So we're going to put that down first on your square of your crescent roll. Then just a little piece of the basil. When it's fresh, it's got a lot of nice flavor with it too, so you don't have to put a whole leaf. So you get a lot of basil out of a small package like this. Now the next thing we're going to use is feta cheese. Is everyone pretty familiar with feta cheese? It's Greek, and you see it a lot in salads, mostly on the menus. So we have the regular, and then we also have, I picked up the herb and garlic, and then there's a tomato basil. I thought that's probably good too. But I'm just using the plain feta tonight, and I'm just going to put that down on my triangle. So I've got a layer, my crescent roll, my prosciutto, my piece of basil, and then on top of that is my little square of feta cheese. Let's see if I can hold this up so you all can see me do this. It's really simple. Don't get wrapped. We're going to wrap, but don't get wrapped up in how you wrap it, okay? You just want to cover that cheese and make like a little pocket. Could everybody see that? I'll do it again. This prosciutto is so thin it's hard to get apart. Oh, well maybe that's 1 slice, that's why. Okay, so here's the triangle, and you'll do the same thing at home. So, and there's your prosciutto, and here's your basil, and then your little square of feta. So, you know, and this is, you think that's a really odd shape, but go ahead and put it on there and maybe just wrap it around a little. You just want to kind of try to cover up that cheese so it's protected to a certain extent from the heat, so that you have just a little bite when it's going to come out of the oven.
Does that feta cheese come in little pieces like that? Or?
It does not. It comes in this package in a square. Now you can also buy this in crumbles, but it's a crumbly cheese anyway. Let me just show you. See how crumbly it is? So that's mostly, I think, why you see it here on salads, because it's so easy to crumble like a blue cheese, you know. So don't buy the crumbles. You will have a heck of a time trying to get that in the pocket, and you will be sorry you bought it. So go ahead and get the block, and then what I did is I cut it in half this way horizontally, then I cut my cubes. So I got 16 squares out of this one. So maybe a few more when I cut the second one. I cut them a little smaller. So, and then you just bake that. I normally do 350, but the package on the Crescent Roll says 375. I think that's too high of a heat for this to cook, because you want the heat to get through it, and you want that cheese to kind of begin to melt inside.
This says 325.
Oh, okay. Well, the lower is better, you know, just to give it time to really bake through. And that is the Mediterranean bites. Well, this is what they look like when they're done.